I want my people to live better life now.
In a world so often divided by borders, beliefs, and politics, moments of true unity shine like rare lights, piercing through the fog. Every generation witnesses such moments, small acts that transcend differences and remind us of our shared humanity. Recently, one of those moments unfolded quietly in the heart of Dubai.
Dubai is a tiny sheikhdom nestled along the Persian Gulf on the eastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula.
There were no grand announcements, no flashing cameras, no formal ceremonies. Yet within the stillness of that night, something profound happened, something that would resonate far beyond the walls of a single church. It began as an ordinary evening in Dubai, the city glittering under its famous skyline. Towers of glass and steel reached into the warm night air, symbols of ambition and progress. The streets below were alive with the hum of life, the steady rhythm of a place built on dreams. Beneath that brilliance stood St. Mary's Church, one of Dubai's oldest places of worship, a sanctuary of peace amid the energy of the metropolis. Its doors had long welcomed people from every background, every faith, every nation. Inside, a congregation gathered for prayer. Candles flickered softly, casting a warm glow on faces from all corners of the world. The air carried the faint scent of incense and devotion. The choir's gentle harmonies filled the space with calm. No one there could have known that history was quietly approaching. Outside, a convoy of black cars made its way down the narrow street towards the church. There was no media presence, no escorts announcing arrival, no flashing lights. It was all quiet, almost invisible. But inside one of those cars sat Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai and vice president of the United Arab Emirates, a man known for his vision, leadership, and deep commitment to building bridges across cultures. Yet that night, he came not as a ruler, but as a human being seeking connection beyond titles and traditions. When the convoy stopped, Sheikh Mohammed left. He was dressed in his simple traditional attire, his face calm and reflective. The air seemed to shift around him as he walked toward the church. Even the usual city noise seemed to pause. This was not a visit for the show. It was an act of sincerity. He walked with quiet confidence, each step measured, every gesture deliberate yet humble. Inside, the congregation continued their prayers, unaware of the presence approaching their door. Then, as Sheikh Mohammed entered, a ripple of surprise spread through the room. Heads turned, whispers stirred, eyes widened in disbelief. It was a moment that defied expectation. A Muslim leader walking into a Christian church, not out of politics, but out of respect. He moved down the aisle slowly, nodding gently to the worshippers he passed. His steps were steady, his demeanor serene. When he reached a pew near the back, he sat quietly among the congregation. There were no speeches, no announcements, only silence. And in that silence, something beautiful took shape. For a while, everyone forgot titles, religions, and positions. They were simply people, sitting together in reverence. The atmosphere inside the church grew still. Conversations faded. Even the choir's song softened into the background. Every heart seemed to sense the weight of the moment, the symbolism of a leader crossing the boundaries that divide faiths. For a brief time, everyone there understood what unity truly meant. Not uniformity, but understanding. Not sameness, but respect. After a few moments, Sheikh Mohammed stood and began to walk toward the altar. His footsteps echoed softly across the stone floor. When he reached the front, he placed his hand gently on the altar and bowed his head. His eyes closed, his expression solemn. It was a simple gesture, yet it spoke volumes, a recognition of sacredness, of peace, of shared spirituality. The act had nothing to do with converting faiths or making statements. It was about honoring what others hold dear, acknowledging the divine in diversity. He then turned to the congregation, his eyes warm, his voice low and steady. He spoke a single word: peace. That one word filled the hall. It resonated through the silence, sinking deep into every heart present. It was a prayer and a promise. Peace, not as the absence of conflict, but as the presence of understanding. It was a message that transcended language and religion, a reminder that beneath all differences, humanity shares the same longing for harmony. Afterward, Sheikh Mohammed reached out to shake hands with the priest. The gesture lasted only seconds, but its symbolism was powerful. It was a bridge formed most simply, a meeting of faith and respect. That handshake said everything: that tolerance is strength, that humility is power, and that compassion can build what politics so often tears apart. In that instant, centuries of separation seemed to dissolve. Before leaving, Sheikh Mohammed addressed the congregation again. His final words were few, but unforgettable. Today, we are one. They were not mere words. They were an invitation for everyone present, and everyone who would later hear the story, to look beyond walls and see the human being standing on the other side. It was a call to unity, spoken not from a pulpit, but from the heart. Within hours, the story spread like fire through the internet. Pictures of Sheikh Mohammed sitting quietly in the church began circulating online. Social media buzzed with admiration. People from every corner of the world shared the story, many describing it as the gesture the world needed, a reminder that leadership rooted in empathy can change more than policy. It can change hearts. News outlets called it historic, a moment of pure grace in an age of division. Across the UAE, the ripple effect was immediate. Religious leaders began holding interfaith dialogues. Communities of Muslims, Christians, Hindus, and others came together to talk, share, and celebrate coexistence. Schools launched new programs to teach children the values of respect and empathy. People from all walks of life, workers, teachers, and business owners shared stories of kindness, inspired by the Sheikh's example. What began as one quiet act grew into a wave of connection across the nation. The world noticed too. Commentators described Sheikh Mohammed's visit as a model of moral leadership in the modern age.
Dubai is a tiny sheikhdom nestled along the Persian Gulf on the eastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula.
A demonstration that greatness does not come from power, but from humility. In that simple act, the Sheikh showed that the truest strength lies in respect. True leaders do not command attention. They earn it by their actions. They inspire others not through authority, but through authenticity. This moment, seemingly small, became a turning point in the narrative of global tolerance. It showed that unity is not an abstract concept. It is a living choice. Every day we have the opportunity to bridge or to break, to build or to divide. Sheikh Mohammed's visit reminded the world that unity is built one gesture at a time, through empathy, respect, and understanding. His action also reflected the essence of the UAE's identity, a country founded on coexistence. From the creation of the Ministry of Tolerance to the celebration of the International Day of Human Fraternity, the UAE has long embraced diversity not as a challenge, but as a strength. Within its cities, mosques stand beside churches and temples, each filled with people from across the world who call this place home. The Sheikh's act symbolized that spirit in its purest form. A reaffirmation that tolerance is not policy, but culture. Historians and social scientists may one day mark that evening as a defining moment in modern leadership. In a time when headlines are filled with division, one quiet act of unity became a global message. It showed that peace is not achieved through declarations, but through understanding, that leadership is not measured in words, but in actions that touch lives. By stepping into St. Mary's Church, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum honored not just a place of worship, but the universal values at the heart of all faiths: love, compassion, and unity. Every religion teaches these truths, though in different languages. His gesture acknowledged that what binds us together is far greater than what separates us. It was an act of quiet courage and profound empathy, a reminder that even the smallest gestures, when rooted in sincerity, can transform how people see one another. His visit spoke directly to the human spirit, to that part of us that longs for connection amid the noise of modern life. In a world of digital distance and social walls, he reminded us of something timeless, that we are all, at our core, human beings yearning for peace. But this story does more than inspire. It challenges. It asks each of us to reflect. What are we doing to make the world more compassionate? How can we embody the same spirit of understanding in our own communities? Perhaps it starts with listening instead of arguing, respecting instead of judging, and embracing rather than excluding. True change begins in small, everyday moments, just as this one did. Sheikh Mohammed's visit will be remembered as a moment beyond religion and politics. It became a mirror, reflecting what humanity can be when guided by empathy. It showed that peace is not a distant dream, but a living possibility, one that begins with individuals willing to step forward with open hearts. In that quiet church, under the soft glow of candles, one man's simple act reminded millions of the power of humility and respect. His presence spoke to the essence of leadership, to lead not by authority, but by example. The message of that night endures. When we choose unity over division, when we choose understanding over fear, we take a step closer to the world we all wish to live in. The image of Sheikh Mohammed standing before the altar, bowing his head in respect, will remain etched in memory. Not as an act of religion, but as a celebration of humanity. It tells us that peace does not need to be demanded, it can be demonstrated, that unity does not need to be declared, it can be lived, and that in a world often torn apart by difference, sometimes the simplest gestures, quiet, sincere, and human, can change everything.